All right, so here we are, and this is a live stream from Phuket, Thailand.
Phuket, Thailand. When
Gaylord, he snuck into the luggage.
bodyguard.
Yeah, it's our bodyguard. So we'll wait for some people to come in. Hey, Michigan Bob, you're the first one to join.
Bob.
Thanks a lot, man. So we're broadcasting a little later than normal. It's 11:43 here, so it's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon in the Philippines. They're an hour later than us here, I believe. Anyway, we did it. We made it through. We got May into the country.
Yes.
And anybody that wants to hear the ordeal, you can feel free to check out my latest video. And we're going to get some feedback from May here in a minute. And so far, I'm going to ask May a couple of questions.
Yeah.
First time out of the country.
Yes, I'm the first time.
What was the experience like at immigration?
So hard.
So hard.
Yeah, 3 windows for the question.
3 windows for the questions.
Yeah.
Now, I've had a lot of comments on that video, and I had one guy say, if she had this and that and the other, and yada, 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 you wouldn't, and he's very authoritarian about his comment. He said she wouldn't have had the problem. And to contradict him, I got a personal PM from a gentleman who had all of that. And guess what? In spite of having everything required, the woman was offloaded. And it was primarily because he wasn't there. And so she lost her plane tickets. She lost the hotel booking. He had to fly to Manila. And even then with him being there, because they were questioning their relationship in that instance. And so he ended up flying there, great expense, and start the whole process all over again, buying new tickets. And he said they barely made it in. To get on the plane, they kept them so long. So I do not have advice for you guys as far as taking a Filipina out of the country. It doesn't seem to have any continuity to it. For some reason, we came very well prepared, I felt. We had a letter from an attorney. We had pictures, hotel booking, return flight, bank statements. And you know what saved the day getting her over the border was YouTube.
Yeah.
They asked her, they saw her bank statement, and they saw how much money she had in it. Not that she's a millionaire, but she had more in the bank than they did. I can tell you that. And they were like, they kept thinking that I was paying her to be my girlfriend. And so she goes, no, that's not the case at all. They go, well, what do you do? I do catering, and I only make $300 a day, and I do that 1 day a week. And they're saying, well, then how do you have so much money? Yeah. And she said, well, I'm a vlogger too. And they said, well, they made you open up your YouTube channel. Yeah. They took her phone, they put her online, they hooked into the airport, Wi-Fi. Yeah. And left her sitting alone by herself for 30 minutes while they watched her channel. And then she came back, and she knows how to show them her revenue, if you will, and her monthly earnings. And it's $300 or $400 a month. It's no big. It's not to me. To you, it's not a huge amount of money. It's not like you guys could live off of that. But the average salary in the Philippines is about $300 a month, somewhere in that neighborhood. Oh, there goes Gaylord. He just took a dump. Anyway, so they were like, wow. Gaylord, what did you do to poor Gaylord? Well, just let it hang there. And so, anyway, long story short, 90 minutes later, we got little May here into Thailand. Yeah, just set it down. Yeah. He's fine. So anyway, Gaylord says hi. So then we spent the night in Bangkok. Yeah. How did you like Bangkok? We didn't see a lot of it, trust me. We rolled in at 2:00 in the morning, and we were exhausted. And so we ended up spending 2 nights there, sleeping there 2 nights somehow. And only cost, I said $45, but I had it reversed. It's $54 per night. at this hotel. Man, hotel was beautiful.
Yeah, super.
I forgot the name of it already, but it's on the video.
Part 9.
Park 9.
Yeah, Park
That's
9.
right. Park 9. And we're here at a condo on the 4th floor that my friend Gary arranged for us. He's right above us on the 5th floor. And he was instrumental in making this process easy. Granted, I could have gone on Airbnb and booked anything myself, but he went direct to the owner, got us hooked up, and then once we got here to the condo, he said hello, and we got settled in, and we went that day across the street, and he had me hooked up with a motorbike already. So we got a Honda Click 150 for about $100 for about 3 weeks, which I'm super happy with because it's a 2022. It's got a few thousand clicks on it already, but it hasn't been worn out. The tires are new. The brakes are great. Everything's cool. And for the last 3 days, we've been following Gary around town. And I lived here 12 years ago, and so much has changed from COVID. Places that used to be there that I used to frequent and go to, such as food stands and little shops and local places are just dead. Even Junk Salon, the huge mall here, is closed. But Big C, the supermarket, is open. So every day, May and I have gone into Big C, and we've got our refrigerator stocked up with snacks and milk and coffee and some food and whatnot. So we're settled in here nicely. Later on today, May is going to do a tour of the condo that we're staying at.
Yeah.
The condo is costing me approximately $750 for 3 weeks, and which is I'm extremely happy with. And so the whole trip to get here, hotel, condo, flights, I'm going to go high on this. It's actually a few hundred less, but I'm going to say $2,500. Got us here. It's going to get us back. It's got us lodging. We did have to take a flight that we paid cash for from Bangkok to Phuket. We did have to pay extra for our luggage because they made us check it in on this certain airline that we used. So that was an extra $30. So we got nickel and dimed a few places, but nothing terrible. And so far, May, what is your impression of Phuket?
The food.
The food.
Super tasty.
Tell them about the food.
The food, the restaurant, the food is very nice, very clean, and then the waitress is very Pascal.
Okay.
If you call,
Okay. So what she's impressed by, as I am, is not only the quality of the food, and she's had nothing but Thai food.
Yeah.
Now we've gone to foreigner restaurants for the first 3 days with Gary. Just places he's used to going, he likes to go to. He knew I would like the food. And I have not had any quote unquote Thai food yet. That's coming because today is Gary's cutting us from the umbilical cord and letting us roam about on our own. And so he's been instrumental in getting us acclimated and getting us settled in, and just been what good friends are, you know. He's just been awesome. And last night we hooked up with our friend Gary with AJ and his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And so I haven't seen AJ now in over 2 years because he had to go home, and he's been living over here, I think he said, for a year and a half or a year and 3 months. So hopefully we'll do some interviews with both Gary and AJ.
Yeah.
And AJ's got a girlfriend, so maybe May can do an interview with her.
She's good English.
She's good English, yeah. And May got a manicure yesterday. Why don't you show them your nails?
Yeah.
So that was very exciting for you.
Yeah,
we had a funny conversation with, and all the Thais are coming up to May and speaking to her in Thai. And so I told her, I said, instead of trying to talk English to them, you speak Tagalog. And so she did that at one restaurant. A woman came up and said something to her in Thai, and May responded in Tagalog. and it was an interesting exchange.
It's frozen.
Yeah, she froze. She didn't know what to do. And so anyway, the food we've got, Maeve does not like spicy, but she's had pad thai. She's had yesterday you had ahi tuna
Yeah,
with
tuna.
avocado.
Yeah.
Every single plate of food that she has ordered has been everything but licked clean,
Very clean.
emptied. I mean, there's nothing left on the
Yeah.
plate. And the food is, would you say it's fresher?
Yeah, fresh and very tasty.
How about the fruit?
Oh my God, very sweet.
Yeah.
It's big different here
Is it?
in the Philippines.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So
The
that's
food.
coming from a Filipina.
Yeah.
That the food is fresher, it's tastier. The
Yeah, very
fruit
tasty.
itself, it's just better quality.
Yeah.
I haven't noticed that big a difference because I've been eating American type of food, primarily breakfast, bacon, eggs, that kind of stuff. I like the street food. May and I are going to go out today after this live stream. We're going to be on here for about an hour, and then we're going to
For the vlog.
do the vlog. We're going to drive around, do a driving video.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I know I'm talking a lot and I haven't gotten to any comments, so good morning to everybody saying
Yeah, 326 for watching. Thank you so
300
much.
people on here already. So I just thought I would make, this kind of like more of a video than a live stream where we talk back and forth. And just kind of give you guys the lowdown on what's been happening. And so that's about it. We're going to go vlog today. May's going to be the camera person, of course. I'll be driving the bike. And we're going to go shopping. May wants to go clothes shopping. Yeah. And she wants to, of course, buy shorts and tops and shoes and all that kind of stuff. And we know where to go as far as we've been educated by our friends here, which street to go on in order to get the best deals. If we went down to what's known as Beach Boulevard, which is right on the water, that is the most expensive street. And then as you move up, there's 4 main streets that we can go up. And every time you move up closer or further away from the beach, the prices go down from a cup of coffee to a pair of tennis shoes. So we're going to go that way. And we might go into some department stores. I don't know. Just try it, look around. And what else? Tomorrow is our medical exam. So we'll be vlogging that also. Yeah. I don't know if we'll vlog the ride there or not. I'll find out. I don't even know how far away it is. That may be viable, it may not. But we'll do as much filming at and in the hospital as possible. They're primarily going to be drawing blood, running checks on all of her levels, my levels. We're going to see about hormone replacement, if I've got low T or if that's on the low side or if it's normal. And we're just going to do all that kind of stuff. And she gets headaches still every now and then, but they're not the crazy 4-day migraines that she used to get. I really think that her dental work that we had done pretty much alleviated that, Yeah. Because you get headaches, but they're not like they used to be.
Not really.
No.
Not really.
No.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go here. We're only about 400 comments behind. No big deal. Let's go back up here. Okay, so we're gonna say hello to everybody here.
Chick.
And we appreciate you guys joining with us.
Good morning.
Got Cannabis in the house. We're having a great time, man.
Yeah.
We are having fun. And it has been, Thai newlyweds. We do have to talk about the marriage issue. I want to do a video on that. And why we're not married as of this point in time. There is a method behind the madness there. It's for her benefit, not mine, to remain as a fiance. And to sum it up real quickly, and I'm going to do an entire video on it, is it's easier to get her into America as a fiance than as a married woman, if you can believe that. So that's why I've put that off. Now, if there is a reason that I say, or I think, or I come to the conclusion that trying to take her to America is just going to be too arduous or too long, they will just go home and pull the trigger. And I got to give it some more thought. I'm going to do the video. I'm going to talk to some people. I have some friends that are immigration people, if you will, that specialize in helping you get through the paperwork and nonsense of bringing a Filipina into America. It would be a lot easier at this point in time just to put her on a burro down at the southern border and let her come through as a refugee with everybody else. But, you know, we want to do it legally. So, and see, greetings from Lima, Peru.
Yeah.
Nice. I want to say hi to everybody. Thanks so much. We've got a bunch of comments. And every time I do a live stream, I lose subscribers. Yeah, I don't know why people get mad, I guess, because I don't get to their comments or something, but I'm sorry, guys. I'll probably lose about 10 on this one.
I think only the video record.
Yeah, the videos we do fine on subscribers, but on the live streams, I always take a beating. Yeah, we're having a great time, man. It's awesome.
China Day.
China Day, 5x5. Glad to know that. I think the picture is a lot clearer than the last live stream. I cleaned the lens off for one thing. It was probably that. And the lighting here is good.
Yeah,
we actually wanted to turn the computer around the other way because of the view. This is just a view of the condo front door. But this is where the lighting worked. So what can you do? All right. Let's see. Seattle's in the house. Hello to everybody.
Hello.
Anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. Like I said, we're going to be going to shopping. Bangla Road is on the menu this evening. That's where all the go-go bars and all that kind of stuff is. We're probably not going to vlog there because Google will block or not allow a lot of the sexual content that's on there. Even though everybody's fully dressed, they call it nudity. And so what's the point, you know? However, there is 3 or 4 lady boys there on the street that you pay them to have your picture taken with them. And so Mae's dying to do that.
Yeah, I will.
So I'll probably vlog or videotape her getting her picture taken with the lady boys. And they're dressed real flamboyant, like almost like a Vegas showgirl. You know, they got the headdresses on and all kinds of stuff. And they look just like women. So she's dying to do that. So she also wants to go parasailing. Yeah. You've seen the parachutes.
Yeah, I like.
And she wants to see the elephants.
Yeah, and just
that's been the number one. All I've heard since I've freaking booked this trip is elephant, 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 elephant. And so we're going to go see the elephant before the end of this month. And the big Buddha. She's dying to go to the big Buddha. I have no desire to go to the big Buddha, but she does. So, you know, we'll just accommodate her. It's her first time.
Yeah,
and she wants to go hauling up 1,200 steps to the big Buddha. Rock on. I'll be down at the bottom waiting for you, having a coffee. See you in a couple hours. Have fun, Mae. But she's taking pictures of everything. And just ecstatic, you know. It's really fun to see it so far through Mae's eyes because she's having. Now, let me ask you this. I know it's only been 3 or 4 days, but could you see yourself living here, or would you really miss your family a lot?
I think I like here.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, a couple of days ago, I asked you that question. You said, no, I would miss my family.
Because I thinking here is very relaxing.
Yeah.
It's super private here.
Private.
Yeah, no people. Oh, where's this Mae? Oh, Mae is good to the Thailand. Oh, I think she not good there. Yeah, Philippines is a lot gossip there.
Yeah, so there's nobody here to gossip about.
Here is very nice.
And you were wearing super short shorts the other day, and nobody gave you a second look. No, because it's
people
just like
here is very nice. Yeah.
So she was wearing like her little micro shorts for some reason because she likes to look at the girls that are sexy, and it makes her feel more comfortable, I think. Yeah. And so normally in the Philippines, you'll only wear something like short shorts in a video.
Yeah.
Right? But you don't walk out
No.
the front door like that.
No.
So this is like the first time in your life that you actually walked out the front door in
Yeah.
a pair of short shorts in public,
Yeah, in the
Right.
public. Yeah.
and you felt comfortable.
I'm comfortable because people here do not care with you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
it's
that's
so
the way
nice
she
here.
likes to dress. You know,
Yeah.
that's just her style.
Yeah.
She, you know,
Yeah.
anyway. Okay. Yes, we are. All right. So I'm getting to these guys. I'm just left. Oh, yeah. Priority. You left another live stream. Thanks for that. Yeah. Good morning to us, at least. Or it's almost afternoon. Yeah. In fact, it just hit noon. We're late getting off today. We were, I don't know what we were.
You're late wake up.
Yeah, I was late to wake
Yeah,
up.
and
For
then-
once, I slept in.
Yeah, I wake up is 4.
You woke up at 4.
Can you share that about?
Yeah, man. I mean, what did you do? You ate breakfast. You washed clothes.
First, I praying.
Oh, you prayed.
Yeah, I praying. And then after I praying, I prepare the breakfast. After I eat the breakfast, I go to the balcony, exercise, and then I see the couple. Remember I told
Oh,
you?
yeah, it was good. Yeah.
You can
May
share.
won't be. Forgot about that.
I thinking.
So May told me, she says, hey, I saw a foreigner and a really sexy girl this morning going up the hill because we have apartments, if you will, or condos above us. And there's these steps. Were they walking or driving?
Walking. I
Okay.
thinking it's working. He said, oh, it's whole night for working.
Yeah, so she didn't understand what these people were doing coming home at 4 o'clock in the morning. I said, well, I have an idea. What was she wearing? She said, wow, really sexy. I said, well, he was out drinking until 4 and drug her out and brought her home. And so I said, that's my guess. I said, who knows? Maybe they're married. I don't know. And so this morning at about 7 o'clock was when I was up. And that's sleeping in for me. I'm usually up at 4. I'm usually up before her, but this time it was reversed. I was outside having a cup of coffee on the balcony, and I see this girl in a miniskirt come humping down or limping down
With high heels.
with these high heels. Clip clop, clip clop, clip clop. And I knocked on the door. I go, hey, come here. And I said, look at there. She goes, yeah, that's the same girl. And I said, well, I think we know that's not his wife now. So she's dying over this whole thing about the long time, short time. She's finding out about how things operate. Now, I trust me, when you get to Bangalore Road, this is really gonna trip her trigger. She's gonna believe her eyes. I'm corrupting this poor little thing. But she just gets a kick out of it. She just thinks it's so funny that these girls are going, and then 3 or 4 hours later they're leaving. She goes, well, how come the guy didn't drive her down the hill? I said, he's sleeping. He's like, get out. We're done.
I thinking, why he's smoking? Why the boyfriend going down for driving? Because
It's not her boyfriend.
it's so long way.
And it was clip clop with the heels. It was pretty awkward going down there, didn't it?
But she's very beautiful.
Yeah, she was very beautiful. I agree.
And then very sexy.
Yeah. Now she's tired. She's gonna go home. Good afternoon, guys. We got a bunch of comments, so I'm just gonna kind of click through them, guys. Greetings, Earthlings. Oh my goodness.
Cheryl Father.
Well, actually, it was not her first time on a plane. She's been on planes before because she used to work in Manila. So she flew to Manila at the age of 15.
Yeah.
And she's flown back a number of times. But I made sure we had she had the window seat.
Yeah.
And the flight is only 3 hours from Manila to Bangkok. Easy peasy. And it was comfortable. I mean, we had
Have the food.
we never had anybody sitting next to me. I had the middle seat because
Yeah.
I wanted her to have the window seat because I knew she'd
Yeah.
like that. And then they brought food.
Yeah, free the
Yeah.
food, the sushi.
Oh yeah, the sushi.
Yeah, it's free.
No, I paid for that. Thank you. I ordered that for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I thinking always free.
So I tell them how much the trip cost. I think about $2,200, $2,500 somewhere in that neighborhood. They're just little knicky-knacky things I'm sure I paid for that I can't remember. But that's to get here, stay here, and then the rest is just for knickknacks and food. So I think it's very affordable for two people.
Yeah.
$2,300 round trip. Nice condo.
Yeah.
Nice place.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your best friend Gary in Thailand.
You can't thank him
He is
enough.
very nice man.
Yeah.
And then AG, super nice man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have good friends.
Yes.
And they happen to be here.
Yeah.
So
Always support with you.
yeah. How is the drinking water? Actually, we use the tap water here. I asked that question. And we have bottled water.
Yeah.
But for my coffee, we just use the tap water. So it's cleaner. I don't think I would drink directly from it. You know, after it's been boiling in the kettle. I use instant coffee here. They have a coffee maker, but it's one of those deals where you put the little cup thing in and click it down. I don't want to screw with that. So we're fine. But as far as drinking water, I don't know. I think it's all right, but I boil it.
Yeah.
Yep, that's Gaylord. He was in the background, so he took a powder. Let's see. Can you touch on the weather? Oh, okay, good question. It's been rain. It's very similar to the Philippines. It's actually cool here, believe it or not. I mean, for some reason, it's like high season. And this time of year, it should be a hell of a lot hotter. But it's been overcast. It's been raining. We did not leave the house yesterday until noon. And we could have left at 11. But I kid you not, at 9 a.m., I said, we're done for the day. Because the clouds were thick. They were dark. It was blocking out damn near all the light. And I said, oh, this is going to be just a monsoon deal. And I was wrong. And it cleared up after 2 hours, and out popped the blue skies and sunshine with some variable clouds. Yeah. So that's my best weatherman. Weather, I have not been hot at all. How about you? You hot?
No, it's not hot.
What do you think? Philippines hotter in the Philippines or hotter here?
Here, like in Valencia.
Like Valencia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Where we live, where it's a cooler elevation, and Dumaguete is hotter. Yeah. So she's basically right. I agree with her 100%. So far, I mean, I know tomorrow it could be a blazing hot day. I've lived here. My thing on the weather here is that it's always been more humid than hot. But again, there's been no real humidity that I can tell the difference between here and the Philippines. Good question. Hello to everybody saying hello.
Chan.
Great to be here. Yeah, thank you, China Dave. Yeah, it went well after we got through the immigration. Man, what a drill.
Randy, good.
Yeah, thank you, Randy.
James.
Hey, oh, that's right. Spank the like button. For some reason, I don't know why, but it's a tradition here on the Old Dog channel that all we ask for is a like. I never ask for people to subscribe or like or share on my videos, but for some reason, it's become tradition that we ask for likes on our live streams. And then 10 people unsubscribe. And May's got a great video going out. We're doing about 15,000, 16,000 views.
Yeah, now. Thank you, Lord, and thank you to all.
Yeah, and you know what? Yeah. She got almost 1,000 new subscribers last month.
Thank you, Lord.
So her channel is really rocking, and she did a great job.
Thank you so much, Lord, for always support me.
No, it's a team effort, man. That's what we do.
Yeah, both help.
Yeah, she helps me. I help her. We have a lot of fun doing it. So When it stops being fun, we'll stop doing it. All right, we got 500 people here with us, so we're going to try to get through the comments, but please understand that they're outpacing me. Let's see. Yes, we did make it.
Global Grey.
There's Global Grey.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for all your well wishes, guys. Let's see. Would May watch her on the city day? Yes, they do. Yeah. They absolutely positively think she's Thai. 100%. She has explained to the waitresses and whatnot that, hey, Tim, that she's Filipino. How did you guys meet? We were introduced by a mutual friend. Her best friend was dating one of my friends. And I was third wheel. I was out with that couple. And she asked me, are you single? And I said, yeah. And she said, why? And usual drill, interrogation. And I just said, well, I haven't met anybody I like yet. And she said, well, I think you might like my friend. I said, okay. So we exchanged Facebooks and agreed to meet about a week after that. We went to lunch, and then she went back to her place. I went back to my place.
Yeah.
And then we dated, courted, if you will, for about 3, 4, 5 months.
Yeah.
She continued to work with catering, and I continued being me. And then we just started, actually, we didn't see each other for a month at one time. And she went back to Chateau to see her parents, and we kind of took it slowed down, right?
Yeah.
That's what I've always said, take it slow.
Yeah.
Do
But
not fools rush in, man.
Yeah, but other people 3Ds
Yep.
with together.
Yep. And May sees the fallacy in that.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, that's too fast. And we know people personally, and we're not disrespecting them, but I just disagree with it.
Yeah.
Is that they meet, they've known each other for 3 days.
Yeah.
Now they're engaged and planning to get married. Would you do that at home? I mean, just because you meet someone that's really, beautiful and sexy and telling you everything you want to hear, and the girl thinks the guy is the greatest thing since sliced bread. We just don't know each other, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it took us a long time to get to know each other. And we are better friends today than we were when we first met.
Yeah.
I can honestly say that her relationship and my relationship, us together, grows and gets more and more compatible. And most people will get like the 3-year itch or the 7-year itch, or we're at 4 years approximately. And that's when things start to die out and you start to get bored with each other, or there's a routine and all that. I'm happy to tell you that's just not the dynamic with us. She's constantly improving on her English. She's constantly getting more imaginative. I think she draws out the imagination in me on things to do. We laugh a lot. We have the same sense of humor. It's easy to make her laugh. So she likes the stuff that I do that's goofy. She likes Keystone Cop kind of stuff.
Gary Berg.
Hey, Gary Berg. How are you, my old friend? Let's see. Thanks, Paul. I'm paying close attention to detail your experience. Determine what hoops I am my Filipino boyfriend will have to jump through on our trip out of the country. Well, I did a video on it, and it listed. One thing I would recommend is an attorney. Go to an attorney.
Yeah.
It didn't cost us but $1,500 a piece, so it was $60 for both of us.
Yeah.
The attorney will draw up an affidavit, and it gives all the information that they want to know: your arrival date, your departure date, where you're going to be staying. It also has some disclaimers that if May was to do something wrong here in Thailand that would get her in trouble, that she will not hold the Philippines or immigration at risk or sue them or anything like that. Liable is the word I'm looking for. And in fact, we had 2 or 3 copies of that. The woman at immigration kept that.
Yeah.
And took a picture of her and me that May had given her that was dated.
Yeah, put together.
And clipped it together and said, I'm keeping this.
Yeah.
Whatever you want, sweetheart. and she put it on her desk. So it did have a lot of weight. And then
Very important, your income.
apparently
Yeah.
on May's deal, they were hypersensitive about her income.
Income very important.
For you, it
Yeah.
was. The point I'm trying to make is what's important for May, what she went through, I've got a strong suspicion that it may be different for you. So
Yeah.
I don't want to sit here and say, hey, if your girlfriend or boyfriend can prove that they've got their own income, you're in, because I can't say that. The other lady got offloaded because she couldn't prove a timeline with her boyfriend. And so May was prepared for that.
Yeah.
She brought pictures, but she found pictures that had been time stamped. And that was very strong. And what really sealed the deal was the YouTube. It killed two birds with one stone. It showed dates years ago, 2 years ago at least, that her and I were together. All right. Doing what we're doing right now. And it provided them with the fact that she's independently able to support herself without relying on me. What they're concerned about is an older guy meeting a younger woman, and he's known her for a week or a month, and now he wants to take her out of the country. And so they get nervous about that. And I understand they're trying to protect their citizens, but I really do think it was overkill. When we have all these things in a row, in my heart and mind, it should have taken them 15 or 20 minutes to say, well, you know what? You complied with everything we need. Enjoy your trip. But no, for some reason, there was just this torture test.
And then CFO, very important. CFO.
CFO.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't have a CFO.
Yeah.
But
I have the travel insurance.
You have travel insurance.
Yeah.
CFO is an interview that they do online.
Yeah.
But my understanding of the CFO, and I asked the attorney about it, is that the CFO is important for a woman traveling alone, because the CFO interview is pretty much to warn her of the dangers. And also women that are going overseas to work, going overseas to meet a boyfriend. They're not traveling with anybody, is my understanding of why a CFO is so important. So if you're Filipina or Filipino is not traveling with you as the partner, the CFO, I would strongly recommend that you do. In fact, I was going to have her do it anyway, just for the hell of it. And it turned out that the appointment was past our booking. So it takes, I think, about 15 days. And in fact, you know what? On our next trip, I may just have May do a CFO just to say she's got it. It's not that big a deal. Once you sign up, she's got to go on camera for 40 minutes and talk to a Filipina, and then they send her a certificate, and it's good forever. So I really think that when we get back, I'll set up an appointment for a CFO. May will do it.
Yeah.
And then we are able to print up that certificate, and it has no expiration date. So it's, again, one more bullet in your holster, that you can shoot. And like I said, there was one guy, his woman had it all. CFO, you name it. Return tickets, $1,500 US in her pocket, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Got offloaded.
Hotel booking.
Everything.
Yeah, everything.
So it's just really boils down to who you get. It's like anything out here or out there in the Philippines. Who you talk to is really just paramount. We originally had a guy, and we were really happy with that. And then he flipped her over to a woman, which we were told was tough, and they were. Yeah, Gaylord hung in there as long as he could, and he fell.
Yeah.
Is the weed? Well, I don't smoke weed, and neither does May. But at one of the restaurants we went to, they were offering some sort of snack with 8 milligrams of THC in it. I picked that up on the menu. And there's weed shops popping up all over the place around here. Then they say that there's some kind of change in the law, but they couldn't get specific about it because Gary doesn't smoke weed, AJ doesn't smoke weed. So I don't know. But I do know that cannabis is now being sold just like it is in other countries. Never happened in the Philippines, I can guarantee you that. Let's see, is the weeds, well, okay, so yeah, so I don't know if it's good or not. Need that second passport. I think you mean the second stamp.
Yeah,
What our
second
plan
stamp.
is on that, which is a good point, is what we want to do is we'll get home, we'll relax for a couple, 3 weeks, and then I'm going to book a flight to Singapore for 2 nights because Singapore is really expensive, and that's okay. The flight is cheap. The hotels in Singapore itself is expensive. And so I figure if we go for a couple of nights and we spend $300 or $400 for the hotel and another $100 for food and the airline, maybe less than $600-700. To me, I'm buying a second stamp in the passport for her. Now, on the flip side of that, it's really inexpensive to go to Malaysia. And a friend of mine, another vlogger, has already booked a trip for a couple of months from now, and it was stupid cheap. It was like $200 or $300 for the plane ride and the Airbnb. But he's a really good shopper, and he planned it 3 or 4 months in advance, which is a key also. So that will probably be our next big vacation. Will be Malaysia. We'll go to Kuala Lumpur. We'll hang out there for a week, 10 days. Just kick around. See, they have a big Filipino community there. They have a big Indian community there, Muslim, Christian. It's a real mishmash of people, good blend of people from all over the world. So it'd be interesting to see that. I've heard there's a Filipino community out here, but I don't think it's in this area. I think it's more up north. So our mission on this dealio is for May, of course, to get out of the country, to experience the food, which so far she's super impressed with. She's also, as I am, impressed with the level of service that you get when you walk into a restaurant here. Nothing like the Philippines, where you sometimes wait 25 minutes just to get a menu. Infrastructure, perfect. Roads, perfect. A lot of no trikes, no jeepneys, no belching fumes of smoke coming out at us. So
no fly here, right?
No flies, no bugs,
no mosquitoes.
No mosquitoes. Now I know they exist. I know there's mosquitoes out here because people get dengue fever out here. And I've been bit by mosquitoes at my old place, but that was 12 years ago, and I lived up in the hills. Where we live here, it's a little more sterilized, if you will, more concrete and no standing water. But you get up there in the thick of the woods, you're gonna run into. I'm looking at it right now out the window. You're gonna run into bugs and ants and mosquitoes and flies and all that kind of stuff, critters, if you will.
Yeah.
But where we're at, I'm like 4 days bug free. I don't have any bites on me, and what a relief for my skin. Oh my God. How are the cigarettes in the Philippines? I brought cigarettes from the Philippines here. I haven't bought any in Thailand yet. I have no idea what they cost. Let's see. I worked for immigration in the U.S. for 15 years. Okay. Sounds like you had a pretty typical experience. Our officers would put a Filipino through the ringer as well. That's good information. And I'm assuming, Global Greg, that that's because Filipinos have such a rotten reputation. They leave the Philippines, and like May, she's looking around and she's saying, wow, good food, no bugs. I like it here better than there. Why go back? And so I just asked her at the beginning of the stream, where would you prefer to live? She said here. So, but that'll change. She'll change her mind. Yeah. Trust me. So in a week or two, she's going to start missing her family. And she's going to be worried about the twins. And she's going to be thinking about Jing and her mom and her dad. Yeah. And that's going to be totally normal. So I'm going to do an informational video with somebody that knows what they're talking about while I'm here about immigration. About visas, retirement visas, student visas that she can get, the cost, the information. And so as far as I can glean so far, it's very doable. It's doable for a price. I think it costs about $2,000 to keep her here for a year on a student type of visa where she goes to class once a week to learn Thai, or she could actually take kickboxing lessons. It's the same thing, of all things. And I can just do a straight up retirement visa. And I think that's about $1,500-1,600. My friends are doing it now. So I know it's doable because they've done it. So her, I'm not that clear on, but I know it's doable. Would we want to live here for a year? I've also got some budget information from people, and it ranges anywhere from the two guys that I know that I've talked to about it, $2,000 a month to $3,000 a month, depending on your lifestyle. They're each paying about $700 a month for their condo, which is what we're in right now. This condo that we're staying in, which has aircon split in both the bedroom and here in the living room, has a TV in both rooms.
Of laundry.
Laundry, she's got a washing machine, stovetop, microwave, refrigerator, all full-sized.
It's complete.
Complete.
Glass.
And it's actually, this one-bedroom condo feels more spacious to me and more comfortable than our 3-bedroom house back in the Philippines. Because this has got boxes for rooms, just 10 by 10 room. 10 by 10 room, you can't really do anything in it. The shower is
it's nice.
5 times bigger than our shower.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so it's just more comfortable. I'm more comfortable if I could take this place and put it on my property back in the Philippines. I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was going to stay in the
Here,
Philippines.
like hotel.
Feels like a hotel,
Yeah,
but it
like
also
hotel.
feels like a home. I mean, it's got, a comfortable living room, tons of storage space.
Yeah.
Tons. An area that's really nice behind us. See that gray thing behind me there?
Yeah.
Where am I going? That covers up all the cleaning products, mops and whatnot. And May busted a move yesterday, and she can't stand a dirty place. So she re-cleaned what they had already cleaned. Let's see. Thank you very much. Thank you. We will do our best. Sounds like the people that control the clearance, I think they are justified in many ways in having a low opinion of them coming back. I don't think they have a low opinion of her as a human, but they have a reason. And Global Greg just verified he worked for U.S. immigration. They put you through the ringer because the Filipinos, unfortunately, have a crappy track record. They've kind of set themselves up for failure by previous experiences. What did you say is the minimum amount to live in the Philippines? $500 a month? No, $500 a month is not doable. No. Now I have, in the Philippines. That gets bantied about too much, about $500 a month. You would live a very austere, uncomfortable life. You could do it because the locals do it. You would live like a local, and locals. She is a local. She didn't like where she lived, and she was born here, and that's what you'd get for about $300 or $400 a month. So that $500, you wouldn't get it. I've lived in the Philippines on $1,000. I could live on $1,000 next month when we get back. And I could live on $1,000 every month. I just choose not to. But I've done it twice as an experiment. I said, okay, I'm moving over $1,000. And if it runs out before next payday, it runs out. And it never did. That was just a matter of cutting back on frivolous stuff. You don't go have a $5 cup of coffee. You just cut that out. You don't go have an expensive foreigner kind of meal. You cook at home. May and I, we have a hard time spending the money that we pull out because we just stay home so much.
Yeah.
And we cook at home so much. We just we're not cheap. We're just bored with, restaurants. You go to a restaurant and sometimes the food's good, sometimes it's subpar.
Yes.
The service is never good. And it's rare that you get good service. 2 or 3 places like Sideways that gives good service. San Traval has good service, consistent food. So we've got 2 or 3 restaurants or foreigner bars. Billy's on the beach. They're very attentive. Good place to go. But
Japanese restaurant, I love
Japanese restaurant, Minfun.
Yeah.
So there's 4 places right there that we're happy with that are our go-to places. And we do that about once a week, but most of the time she's simple about what she eats. I've been on a diet for 9 months, so I usually eat just 1 meal a day. And that's usually a steak or it's chicken or some vegetables. And it's just quicker, easier, faster, cheaper to eat at home and get something on your stomach and then move on with your day. A lot of the times we just stay home.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, got nothing to do, nowhere to go. So let's just stay here and lay around. Only 49 likes. That's not good. Yeah, we need to pick up the like action here, pal. Whoever's watching, I'm watching you. I don't want likes. I don't know why. It's just on the live streams we ask for likes. Tradition. The weed, we haven't figured, we don't do weed, so I don't know. I'm assuming it's as good as any. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Buy one of USD means you live like a squatter. Well, a little above that, but it ain't enough. Trust me on that. And that used to be bantied about back in the day, back when I was looking at this place back in 2012, I started looking. And most guys that I saw on the blogs, I was following Rike, I was following Ned at Philippine Dreams. I was watching a kid called, I forget his name, but a Brit in the Philippines. And they were all living for about $1,000 a month. And I live, as I've said in my budget videos, on $1,500 to $1,700 a month. And that's just been my lifestyle. Right now, the exchange rate is so strong. It's stupid money. I moved here, I was getting 43 or 44. And now it's at 57 or 58 to the dollar. So huge raise there. I pick up $200 or $300 every month just on the exchange rate.
Yeah.
And we moved a bunch of money over, not a bunch, but more than usual, when the rates started to go up, and it just keeps going up again. So when we get home from here, I'll do that again. I'll start moving over double and putting it in the bank for the proverbial rainy day, because what goes up will come back down. So I've been told, or I heard months ago that they think it's going to go to 60, and I didn't believe it, but it's at 58 as of yesterday. Let's see. I follow both your channels. Can't wait for the day to go to the Philippines. Yeah. I have a lady waiting, but not sure how long financially it would take to get there, to at least to visit. I can totally relate. Save your money, David. Just put it away, buddy. Save. Don't stop at Starbucks. Drive your car as little as possible. Inflation is super nuts right now in America. That's where you're writing from. And in fact, inflation is going up all over the world. So I feel it. Hang in there, buddy. Just save it. Just cut every corner you can. It's worth it. Believe me. Let's see. I hope you have to do a comparison when you return. And if you are, that's absolutely positively on the radar. We will definitely, after the trip is over, do a comparison video. Philippines first Thailand. And it'll primarily be like this. I'll just sit down on the couch with Baby Mae and Gaylord. And we'll talk about the pluses and we'll talk about the minuses. And I'll have some real numbers as far as budget goes. I'm thinking right now that for what we do, that we could come in at $2,000 a month And after the COLA raise on my Social Security will kick me up to about $2,300 a month. And then we have additional revenue coming in from the YouTube channels. So I would be very comfortable, I think, on 2,000 a month here, especially with her, because neither one of us drink. Neither one of us, I've got the bad habit of cigarettes that I'll probably do a cessation on that here in the near future also. That needs to stop. So as far as that, her biggest thing is clothes. I mean, that's her addiction. Oh, and driving her scooter is her new addiction because she's learned how to drive her scooter. We got to do a video on that. So, yeah, we're behind on videos, to be honest with you. We got no lack of content, that's for sure. Let's see. Yeah, those budget airlines. Yeah, no, man, I booked that flight from Bangkok to Phuket. I thought, God, that's cheap. It was like $20 each or something. And then it was another 20 to put the bag on. But it was still cheap. But, well, you know, what are you doing? I love the food here. Oh, Buddy. There's Buddy boy.
Yeah,
up there in Chiang Mai. Yeah, he's up in Chiang Mai. He was asking about Chiang Mai today. He said, yeah, well, it's not like it's around the corner. We might, I don't know, maybe we will go up there. I told May that this month, what is the date today? So today's the 25th.
Yeah,
so we got 5-6 days left or something like that. By the end of this month, she will have ridden an elephant and she will have seen the big Buddha. We will get these two big things that she keeps harping at me out of the way. And then we're going to have another 10 or 12 days. Yeah. Beyond that.
The elephant.
So there's no real reason to rush anything. We'll go to Nighthorn Beach, and then AJ wants to go to Paradise Beach, I think he calls it. And she might do a parasail. I don't know. And again, the food, I can't wait to get into some Thai food myself. I like it spicy. She doesn't. So they've got a lot of Indian restaurants here from India, not American Indians. And there's a lot of Middle Eastern people here because they've opened up the borders. And so as far as Caucasians, there's not a whole lot. We're kind of the anomaly here, and it used to be totally different. But let's see, are the locals trying? Yes, they do. They don't try, they just do. They just immediately walk up to her and start yapping at her. And she's trying to ask them, do they speak English? And only a small portion of them do. So.
And then yesterday, I took the Thailand girl, but she not understand with me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, she was getting her nails done. They were trying to have a conversation. It wasn't working.
She looked at me. New Zealand. Just
yeah, it's always a good day to live stream, right? Has there been significant inflation? And how much have adult diapers been impacted? Oh, that's kind of a trolly kind of statement, implying that I wear diapers because I'm old. Thanks for that, Dean. But to answer your question, Dean, yeah, there's been inflation. Food costs more, 30%. And gasoline has gone up 30-40%. So you got food that I haven't seen rents go up that much though.
but
Phoenix, Arizona.
they've been.
Move to Thailand, Paul. I think May loves it. Well, you know what? I'm open to all kinds of different plans. You get now they've changed it to 45 days on arrival plus another 30 on top of that. So that's what, 75 days, 2 months, 2.5 months. I think that just doing Well, this time we're doing 3 weeks. I think next time we could do a month. We could come here and then we could do maybe split it up to where we go to Chiang Mai for 2 weeks or a week. We could split it up where we travel, check out different areas.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of options here. I love using the Philippines though as a home base. It's so close to Asia, Japan and everything else. None of it's a really long flight. Kuala Lumpur, Bangkok, etc. Bali, Indonesia. It's just they're not that far. 4, 5, 6 hours tops. It's not that big a deal, and so we can bounce all over the place. I like it as a launch pad, but living here full time, I could do it. I think May could do it. It would really just be a matter of visas.
Yeah.
What's that going to be like?
Visa.
And would it get old? Her not being able to talk to anybody other than me. So there's, right now we're in the honeymoon phase. We're here for 4 or 5 days, and everything's new and exciting. And sometimes the glow, comes off of that. The shine comes off of it. So we'll see. We'll see what her opinion is after 3 weeks. My Facebook is, I guess I'll just put a link to it in the description box. I thought that was already available on my page or on my channel. But I'll put my email and I'll put my, my Facebook link here at the end of this when we finish doing this. Oh, yeah, okay. The weather's nice. It's been raining and then it's been cool,
Yeah.
believe it or not. We are having fun. Do you have to fly out every 6 months? Well, I flew out 2 days before my 6 months from coming back from America, and it allowed me to avoid going through the exit clearance deal. And that's another $80, which doesn't kill you, but it's a pain. And you have to buy your tickets first. I don't know if that still applies, but last time I had to first buy my tickets and then apply for the exit clearance, or I could just go to Cebu and get an exit clearance, but it's an all-day affair. It's just a pain. So for me, I just assume leave the country every 5 months and go somewhere. Like I said, we will go to Singapore.
Yeah.
And we'll go hang out there for a couple of days, and I'll try to do it as budget conscious as possible. I know the flights are very inexpensive, and it's really the hotel and the food that'll cost you. We won't be buying a bunch of clothes or stuff while we're there. Again, it's just a 2-dayer. But we'll go, we'll hang out, we'll eat at the hotel, we'll walk up and down the streets and rubberneck and look at the buildings and all that kind of stuff. Pick up a few trinkets for people and like our family, get them to all. Everybody needs a T-shirt.
Souvenir.
It's just back to the airport and back in. In the future, I am going to try to book every flight possible out of Cebu. I do not like Manila. I do not like the Manila airport at all. There's nothing about it that I like. Cebu, much more hospitable and much more organized, easier to navigate. I find my way around in Cebu a lot easier. Manila is just one big cluster. You know what? So let's see. Good morning.
7.
So hi to everybody saying hi. And we appreciate your comments. I know I'm way behind. No, you're not late, pal. I'm late. I gotta get through these as fast as possible. Phoenix is hot. Yeah, we're having a great time. Yeah, getting here successfully. It's just like, you know what? I was super stressed out, and stress beats my body up. I was looking extra wrinkly after we got here. Yeah, the medical is going to be that's going to be an educational video, and I'll be more than happy to share the results of what they find with me, good, bad, or indifferent, and the cost and where it's at. We're going to do everything we can to vlog that. I don't know if we'll vlog the ride there or not. I don't know how far away it is, but we will be taking the equipment. Maybe we'll be taking our backpack instead of purse because we're going to carry all the stuff with us, and we're going to do our best. I'll try to interview the doctor if he'll let me. I mean, we'll do everything we can to make it as informative as possible. If they'll allow us to video us getting our blood drawn, we'll do that. So it's up to them, how much they'll let us film. No, we're going to Bangkok Hospital here in Phuket. Let's see, try shopping in Phuket City. Yeah, Phuket City. We actually went through Phuket Town, I think is what you mean. Phuket Town is over the hill. It's a bit of an arduous drive for me, to be honest with you. We took a cab from the airport to here. That was another one of those charges where it was like 800 baht. So if I was to go there, I would take a cab. I wouldn't try driving. I wouldn't want to drive that. I used to drive it 12 years ago when I was here, and I was a lot younger and more nimble, and I was by myself. And having a back rider is a big difference for me on a bike because I lean one way and she leans the other still. So anyway.
Alex. Thailand.
Yeah, Sunday market. We'll figure it out. We're going to be here. Like I said, we're going to knock out some shopping today. And we want to do a video of the condo and the building. And there's an infinity pool up on the roof, which we haven't even seen yet. We've just been doing other things. And so, I think there's a fitness center, but I don't know where it is. I don't know if I'll bother with that because the fitness center looks like the other, right? So, I usually got a few bicycles and barbells in there. Let's see, I've noticed two things. Paul has an awesome hair and beard trim. Baby Mae has matured and looks hot. Well, thanks for that.
Yeah. Koyasan.
Don't get married. Why buy when you can rent? Well, there's no money exchanging ways. This is another trolley type of comment. Hello from Reno. Good old Reno. I have memories from Reno. You don't have to be married to love someone. What you can do to marry cannot be married. It's an old practice nowadays. Yeah, I think Mae is really enamored with the fact of getting married. She's a romantic, so it would make her happy. And I'd be more than happy to marry Mae.
Yeah.
But if it blocks us getting to America or makes it more hard, I do eventually want to take Mae to America. That's really the goal. Just for a visit. I want her to meet my father.
Yeah.
God willing, he's still alive.
Yeah.
But it could take up to 3 years just to get her over there on a fiance visa. I know I'm going way too long-winded here on these things, but I'm also watching the real estate market in America right now. I'm watching, I think, dropping of the prices. I hope for your sake, if you're living in America and you're a homeowner, that doesn't continue. I hope you don't lose your home. I don't wish foreclosure upon anybody. I've had it happen to me during the 2008 debacle. It's not fun. Wiped out a lot of my money at the time, but I've been saving, making a test that every month, money from YouTube plus some money from my Social Security, we still live way below our means, gets put into my savings account. She's the same way. She's a saver. I'm a saver. And I'm thinking, you know what? If the housing market, God forbid, does crash and it goes down to stupid numbers again, like $50,000 for a condo, I would probably buy one. just to have. I could rent it out, but just to have. And then if her and I do, in my later years, retire back in the States so I can be close to medical care with my Medicare and my Medicaid and all that good stuff, then it's an option. So long-winded answer to why we're not married yet, but that's on my radar. Looking at homes in America to purchase, not to live there now, but to use as a rental, and then additional income, and then if it's a good deal, and then a place for us to call home if we go back, even for a visit, we can go back and live there. Let's see, wouldn't you have to stay in the USA to travel papers? Are you prepared to spend a year in the US? Yeah, it's 3 years. She has to be in America 5 years. So to get the full-on benefits, what I'm thinking about is her receiving my benefits. And she actually, from my research, she has to be in America for 5 years. And it can be done at 6 months at a time. So I don't know if I've got that much time left, to be honest with you. So those are, the numbers and things we need to talk over and discuss. But I'm trying my best to keep her set up for the future for when I go.
Yeah.
And it's the only fair thing to do, right? I mean, I think starting her YouTube channel, she's being more and more successful with that. She's up to 16,000 subscribers, and her last video got 15,000 views. So that's almost 100% saturation off of her video views. And so she's doing a much better job there. You guys have been very supportive of her channel, and we love you for it. We appreciate it. It's more important to her than it is to me, believe it or not. I could trade places with her. She could have my subscriber base and all that. I would do it tomorrow or today, but she'll get there. Greetings from Panama. I got to get to these comments. Hello from Maine. Hi, Wayne. Let's see. I'm interested in Mae's observations in Thailand, the perspective of a person's first experience in a foreign country where there are fish out of water is always interesting. I could not agree with you more. And that video is definitely coming. So far, you like it here?
Yeah, so much.
You like it better than the Philippines?
Yeah.
That's day number 4.
Yeah.
We're going to see what happens on day number 8 and day number 10. And then after 3 weeks, which is our time here.
Yeah, I like Thailand.
Well, we'll see if that doesn't change.
Yeah.
You never know.
Number 1 is the food. So
number 1 is the food. I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you you'd love the food here. More to do. Keep living the dream, you two. Thank you so much for that super chat. We appreciate it very much. Hello, Joy. Actually, Paul, the paperwork for a wife or fiance is the same, but with wife visa, it has to be done before she can come. For the fiance, half of it's done after arrival in the United States. Thanks, Michigan Bob. This is the stuff I've got to look at. I don't pretend to know about it, because I don't. It's what I hear. It's what I've been told. And so I got to consult with some people that do it for a living and figure out what to do. So, but I think the marriage thing is, past due, to be honest with you. So we'll see how it goes. Enjoy your stay in Thailand. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Gerald. Kevin.
Let me go through these as much as possible. I don't mean to just slide by you, but I've got to if I'm going to stay up at all on any of these. Let's see. Meds a lot cheaper in Thailand. Buy and bring back to the Philippines. That may be true. I'll find out how much meds are here. I had one guy ask me if I could ask the doctor if a fentanyl patch is available. So I'm going to have to ask that. I don't have to, but I'm going to ask for him. Can you get a fentanyl patch? Apparently he's in a lot of pain. And we're losing our battery.
I'm getting low battery.
Good Lord. Because we're not plugged in.
Because the
Have you
plug
contact
is...
with the person? I message you. No, I have not contacted anybody other than my friends here. We're still getting settled in. It's a little tough to take requests. So we might have to figure out how to plug this thing in, baby.
Don't forget for
Probably get all of it. Yeah, I'll probably get that while I'm there too.
getting low, but
Yeah, because we can't plug in the computer here at this table.
yeah.
So we may have to change our location just to plug in the computer. So let me get through these comments as well, as fast as possible. I currently live in Angeles City, and I love it. Before I lived in Bangkok and Pattaya. My plan is to make the Philippines my base of operations. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. COVID really stopped everything.
I'm proud. I'm proud, lady boy, kuya. Haha.
Good for you. Yeah, he's getting a picture with a bunch of lady boys later. Hello, Joe.
Joe.
All right, we're discussing amongst ourselves here. For a complete movie is better than don't know. I know the visa is easier to work in the Philippines, and English is spoken much more fluently. So those are the two big positives. The Philippines for someone new. I think the Philippines would be an easier transition, to be honest with you, than Thailand. First time out of the gate. And then you could always come over here like we're doing and make your assessment. Yeah, a chance of sampling this. Not yet. Not yet. That's today.
Yeah.
So far, we've
I will
eaten
try.
just in restaurants. We've been out with our friend Gary. We've eaten just in restaurants that he likes to go to. And but she's eaten Thai food, but it hasn't been street food yet. So that'll be, from this point forward, we'll probably do 50% street food and 50% restaurants. Yeah, we're having a great time. I mean, we are happy. Did May watch pee washing and riding the elephant? Did you watch the pee video?
Yeah, I watching.
You watched it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know about watching a video of an elephant, but I guess
That's why I like the elephant.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you saw it on Peace Channel.
Yeah.
Have you heard of John back in the States? I wonder how he's doing. Yeah, John's doing fine. John is working. He's living. He's got his first paycheck. It was more than he expected. And so he's settled into a routine. And I haven't talked to him in a while. I'm kind of taking a break from John. I haven't known John for a while. And but she's been talking to Diana.
Yeah.
Recently, we helped Diana about a week ago. One of the kids was sick. So we went down and we were fortunate enough that we were able to pick up the hospital bill for the kid.
Getting low but the boy?
Yeah.
Need the charge.
All right. Well, maybe we'll change locations. Where is the battery at? Battery saver is on. Okay. Well, the battery saver's on. So if we go dead on you guys, it's because of the battery. Yeah, we don't have a plug-in over here.
Yeah.
I got married in the Philippines, but never told the U.S. government that I did. We applied for a fiance visa and got it. See, that would be something I'd look into. Thailand immigrant? No, it's not expensive at all. She had to pay a tax of 1,620 pesos, some kind of travel tax. Somebody had warned me about that, and I've never heard of it before. I don't know if it's new or what. And then another guy paid 3 kinds of taxes. I know that if I'm here for over a year, they tax me. I don't know when I've left previously if that was already included in the airline ticket. if they hadn't picked it up. But I'm thinking that might be a new revenue tool for the government. Is this tax at the airport? She had to pay. I didn't, because I've been here. I just got back from America 6 months ago. So anything over a year, they would have taxed me, the guy told me. Just new. I think it's a new law. Should have checked out the gentle elephants. Yeah. Now, I don't actually really like the fact that animals like that are trained and, caged up and stuff. But I love animals and I don't think they should be in zoos. But if this place is a sanctuary, that's fine with me. They're being fed, taken care of, treated properly, humanely, I guess is the word. I saw on the news that some horse collapsed in, I think, New York. The guy had lied about how old the horse was. That's inhumane. That guy needs to be beaten with, sticks.
Mike Bess.
I wish I could live your lifestyle. Well, Mike, just come on over, save your money, and make it happen, buddy. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Believe me. I don't know what that means, Sammy. Hello. So I'm trying to get through the greetings before we run out of battery here.
Greeting from Japan.
Well, yeah. U.S. citizens get 45 visa on arrival, but I don't know about a Filipino. Yeah, they changed that, I think. It was either 30 or 60, but now it's 45 with a 30-day extension or something like that. But you know what? 45 days is plenty for us to come back again. And that would allow us to go into Bangkok and probably hang out in Bangkok for a couple of weeks. I'd like to do that. She wants to go to the floating restaurant deal where there's food on the river. There's a ton of stuff to see, temples and whatnot that are beautiful in Bangkok. And then go up to where you're at, take a flight up there and bounce around some other places and just get the full experience next time. Big Daddy Paul, little baby Mae. We're both prettier over here. Oh, that's good.
Are you a friend in the Facebook? Sammy Cannabis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Happy to catch you live. Hope you're enjoying your visit. We are, Samantha. Thank you very much. Well, Sammy's popular today. Yeah, elephants is on the horizon. I have a question for you. When you retired at 62, did the income from your YouTube channel affect your Social Security any? No, because I didn't start the channel for 2 years. I lived here till I was 64. When I was 62 when I came here. When I was 64, I started the channel. And I was 65 when the channel got monetized, which means you get paid for those annoying ads that run on the channel. And at 65, I was exempt. So when I filed my taxes, however, last year, they took 25% of my Social Security income and added it to the YouTube AdSense income and taxed me on that. But it did not affect my Social Security. In other words, if I was to earn X amount of dollars over, I think, $20,000, they would start taking out from my Social Security benefits. So that never happened. First of all, I didn't make that much. And number two, I was 65. And so once you're 65, you can earn as much as you want while you're on Social Security. 62, if I'd been earning big money or anything over like 20,000, I think it was 19,000, I would have been taxed on it or penalized. We know why she was limping. Yeah, I got an idea too. The girl coming down the stairs this morning. It
Oh,
was
thank you.
so funny for me to see that. They had a 24-hour marriage license.
Randy.
Yeah, there's a pretty good increase coming. You know, I've heard anywhere from 8.6 to 9.1. It's for dating time. Yeah, that's a short time. Doing line, Sammy. Hello from Tampa.
Tampa, Florida. Oh, Barry.
Panorama City. There's Barry.
Yeah.
Thank you. We are. I'm just going to kind of go through the highs here, trying to answer questions as we go along too. Would you be able to live in Thailand long term regarding visa? I could do a retirement visa, easy enough. Like I said, about $1,500, I think. So, me, I'd have to look into it. Why are you in Phuket for medical and not Bangkok? Well, Phuket is where my friends are at, and they actually have an arm, if you will, of the hospital here in Phuket, the exact same, just smaller. If I had to have any surgeries done or anything major medical that they found wrong, I'm here basically for testing, and a blood test is a blood test. So, but if I would go to Bangkok, if I was going to have any surgery, it's a bigger and better medical facility. I agree. Regarding visa, would May be able to live in Thailand long term, or could she piggyback on your visa? She would have to get her own, and my understanding, which is limited at best, is a student type of visa. This battery gets much lower. I'm gonna walk it over to there.
Yeah.
In fact, hang on one second,
Definitely
guys.
go back.
We're gonna walk and sit down over here.
Good.
Let's see how this goes. Okay. There we go. All right, baby.
I need to drink.
I think I got us plugged in here. Can you bring the little mouse pad deal? All right. So we're back in. Now we're sitting on the floor. You can't drink in Chiang Mai. You can't drink the water. Yeah, I don't trust drinking the water almost anywhere. But like I said, I use it for my coffee. I haven't had any problems. It's being boiled. I checked with Gary on that before we started this whole thing, and he said, "Nah, no problem." For his coffee. Let's see. They were talking about Baby Mae's age in Sunshine Shoulders live stream today. All positive. Well, that's good to hear. I've not watched his channel. I've watched like 5 or 6 minutes of it. And nice guy, but I don't watch other channels very much. Phuket used to be great, but it's overpriced tourist trap. Well, we'll find out. And if I agree with you, I'll agree with you. It may be. Well, they have water purifying where you can fill your bottles for cheap. Okay. We've got bottles of water here. So, Aussie man, check out his webpage. He's doing good things. Kungtao Mortars. That's Ian. He's very concerned about the way the Burmese have been set up for a bunch of murders that have been taking place. And he's been an advocate. This is Ian. For the innocent being put in jail as scapegoats. So make sure you check out Ian's channel too. He's a super guy. Japan ain't cheap. That's a fact. I've looked into it. Why would anyone get up at 4 a.m. if not going to work? Well, if you're referring to our friend this morning, he was coming home from the bar. And I just wake up because we poop out. We're old people. What can I tell you? We poop out about 8 o'clock at night. We're so boring. Oh, it's humid up in Chiang Mai. Now I heard it was cooler up there. Now it's not humid here at all. It's still overcast though. Yeah, you can get 45 and 30. Thank you very much. I'm feeling a lot better than when we first landed, I'll tell you that much. Hello from Florida. How are you? That's where we're at right now, my friend. We are in Phuket. All right, so I'm going to kind of bump through a bunch of comments here. Oops, where'd it go? Thanks for all the greetings, guys. I appreciate it. Yes, we are having a good time. Baby Mae spent about an hour praying this morning, so yes, she did. Yeah, we asked for thumbs up on live streams. So this guy says Japan's cheaper than you think. How long you stay in Thailand? 3 weeks is going to be the extent of it this time. We are very, very thankful that we're here. We are having a good time. Baby Mae is really loving every minute of it. And this will not be our only trip here. Oh, you're back in the States now, huh? Congratulations on the upcoming nuptials. Buddy, let me know if you want to come down to Phuket, buddy. Which is more too new to rate, buddy? I don't know yet. We got 37 baht to the dollar. When I was living here 12 years ago, I was getting 33. So it went to the positive by 4. I haven't been here enough to put a number on it. Let you know if it's more expensive or not. I just don't know. I imagine everything we're doing right now is expensive because we're paying retail at restaurants and all that kind of stuff. Today's the day that we'll get out. We'll be among the locals, if you will. And when I lived here before, it took me 2 or 3 months to get it all sorted out. But I did find places that I love to eat at. In fact, I would go every day to the same place and have rice and chicken and soup and cucumbers and a pitcher of water. And it was 90 cents. And I just did that every day. We also want to get some massages while we're here. I thought Mae was going to get a shoulder massage while me and Gary and AJ sat and lied to each other for an hour. But she chose to get a manicure instead. Yeah. Where about are you in Phuket? We are, what's the name of this place?
I forgot.
I know, we got the paper somewhere.
Yeah, in there. Unity.
So, Patong.
Patong.
We're in Patong. We're on, I don't know how to say it now. but Patong. Watching from Davao. Thanks for coming along. Dumaguete, one of the larger expat areas in the country? I would say it is. Davao is very popular.
Palawan.
Now that's more of a tourist place. I don't think they live there. Siquijor. There's a few guys living there, but again, more of a tourist area. Siquijor bores me after 2 days. I love it. It's beautiful. If you're a beach person and a diver, it would be great. So Cebu, I would say it would be Cebu, Dumaguete, Davao, and I'm sure there's places that I'm missing that I've never been to. Oh, Angeles City, that's very popular. You left, yeah. Good for you. Yeah, the exchange rate just keeps going up. Good news. Hey, May, you're falling asleep.
Yeah, because I mean, wake up is like 3
You need a rest.
for praying.
Prices so far, I can't put a beat on, guys. It's cost me $30 everywhere I've gone. It's been 1,000 pesos. I picked up a coffee bill for the boys. They picked up lunch for us. Every time we've gone to Big C to get groceries, it's been 1,000 pesos. But we've gotten milk and coffee, and he gets, cosmetics and snacks, and so fruit. So I haven't been penny pinching. I haven't been comparing prices. We just went to the 7-Eleven type of market down at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah.
And that was 700 or 800 pesos. We needed a razor, which I've yet to use. We needed some
powder
what
soap.
did you need? Some soap, dishwashing, and the laundry thing here, so we can wash the towels and the jeans. And May's been doing laundry by hand, the shorts and all of her stuff and her jeans. So she likes to do that. She prefers it to the machine. She says it's clean. It's a lot cleaner. Let's see. My rent for my 1-bedroom condo is 10,000 baht a month, or $266. Well, there you go. So Buddy would be a good guy to talk to regarding budgets up there and how you live and taking a view of your place and all that. I'm thinking for an upper level type of lifestyle, if you will, which I refer to this as. To me, it's a big kick up from what we live in now. The $700 a month is well worth it. We pay $400 where we're at, and for $700 a month, you can get a much bigger place in Dumaguete with a lot of the same amenities as here. But so far, no chickens, no dogs.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
We were talking about that. No chickens, no dogs. I think we've seen 3 dogs in 4 days since we've been here. They're somebody's pet. So no wild dogs running around. No chickens screaming their fool heads off all day and night. No bugs.
No bugs.
But maybe that's just because we're in a condo and we're up on the 4th floor. But no ants, no critters, no lizards, nothing.
Yeah.
So no tocos.
No,
right?
I think only in.
I think no, they have them out here. Believe me, because I lived up in the hills before, and they're called geckos here. They call them tocos in Philippines. And they were bigger, and they were running around my apartment here, so I know they got them, but just not this building. So I guess it just depends on,
Depend in
the location is what I'm trying to think of. We're up on a hill, and there's a lot of concrete around, so not really bug friendly. Well, I will put a link when I'm done with this thing. This thing has to process.
Yeah.
Takes about 20 minutes for it to process. But in the description box of this, I will put my email and I will put my Facebook, so you can message me on Messenger.
Yeah, because.
And I am taking about 24 hours to answer messages, and I'm taking about 48 hours to answer emails because I'm on vacation. And sometimes I just get tired of answering questions. I apologize. I love it. I love you guys. I know you're asking, because you need to know. I'm more than happy to help you and talk to you, but it's like I just needed a break for a day or two. So I don't know how fast I'll be responding, but I try to keep up with it or it gets overwhelmed. Thank you very much. Question for Buddy. I might get my teeth cleaned just for the hell of it. I've got a great dentist that I get my teeth cleaned every 2 or 3 months because I smoke and I drink coffee, so my teeth get stained. But while I'm here, I should probably do it and get a comparison. I think I pay $20 in the Philippines for a tooth cleaning. I think it's about $50 here, but I might do it just to say I did it. Just outside the old city. Okay. There's Mortimer Duke. How did the immigration know May wasn't trafficking you? Good question. She could have put me in a coffin, I guess. Been more believable.
Yeah.
Thanks for the super chat, Mortimer.
Yeah, after the interview, I'm hungry, right?
Oh man,
Yeah.
she was
You're
really
sure that
hungry.
it's good about that?
Yeah, I'll tell them. Let's get through these. Philippines or Thailand. In both countries, I focus on what type of seed fits my lifestyle and or needs. Yeah, I don't see any problem whatsoever in breaking it up, man. Just the variety is the spice of life, right? And so you don't know till you get there. And that's why I want to go to Singapore. I heard it's super expensive. That's okay. We'll fly there. I've just heard it's easy for some reason to get them into Singapore. I don't know why. But we'll just go for 2 days, have the return ticket. And like I said, I think I will have her go to that, what's it called, that seminar thing?
Sabo?
You know, the interview, the 40-minute deal. Okay, she's a blanket out. She forgot to. Yeah, I am just an old chunk of coal. That's me. Just an old, worthless chunk of coal. I don't think so, buddy. Yeah, girl. I get the Colonel Sanders thing. That's my new handle. My 7 secret spices. My wife's a Philippine. We can go to the Philippines with no problems. Cool. Actually, going back to that, Mark and Jen went out of the country. They came to Bangkok. They only went for 2 days, but because they were married, they didn't have any problem. He said they just showed the marriage license, and it was like, okay, cool.
No interview.
No interview. And I asked at immigration about that. And they said, yeah, if you're married, it's a lot easier. So there would be a plus there for getting married here. Again, I'm trying to think of long term and going to America, but it's starting to sound more and more like getting married is just going to be the course of least resistance. We want to continue to travel and get the stamp in that book, you know. Yeah, KFC is huge everywhere, bro. It's all over the Philippines. I don't know about here. I haven't seen it here. Hi, Billy. Yeah, I think next time we come out here, we're going to, thank you very much. I think we're going to try to travel more next time. We got stuff to do this time and bucket list for her, you know, elephants, Buddha, the medical test, the street food, buying trinkets for people. She wants to do the shopping thing. And so we've paid up for this. And I think next trip we come out, we'll book it differently. We will come back definitely. Yeah. I don't see why not. It's just a matter of saving up the money and then, you know, trying to buy the tickets in advance. And I think next time we'll come to go Bangkok and then Chiang Mai and probably skip Phuket because we've been here and done that, and do a 3 or 4 days in Bangkok, 3 or 4 days Chiang Mai, and then back to Bangkok and back home. And then next time, come back to Phuket, that kind of deal. No, it does not. That's the 2,500, which I think I'm high on. The 2,500 is for round trip plane tickets, hotel stay, and the condo. So I want to give you a ballpark for 2 people, which I find to be very reasonable. Round trip tickets, that's from Dumaguete to Manila flight, Manila to Bangkok, Bangkok to Phuket and then back. That's hotels, condo, the whole enchilada, cab fare even is figured into that. You get to 2,500. Had I planned the trip 3 months earlier, I don't know. Plane fares were really high back then. Plane fares, from what I understand, are starting to come down. I'm pretty sure around the December time it's going to get expensive, so we wouldn't go then. But after Christmas rush is over, probably around February, that would probably be a good time for us to plan another trip, just on the plane fares going down. Plus, if you book 2 or 3 months in advance, it's always a big savings than last minute. Yeah, it's Ric Flair. I haven't been called Ric Flair in a long time. That's what everybody called me when I first started the channel. Yep, we'll get her back safe and sound, I promise. My fiance received her CFO in 3 days. And even though I was in the Philippines with her, she had to complete it. Because I went and looked at the website and they were saying that it could take up to 15 days, and they email it and mail and deliver it to you. Mm-hmm. So, but that was what we were trying to think of 2 minutes ago. Couldn't come to it. So I want May to do a CFO.
Yeah.
And just get it done. It has, what I love about it, there's no expiration date. And it's, again, just one more document that you've got. So big deal. It doesn't cost anything to get. I mean, I think it's 300 or 400 pesos to go through it. So there's no expense there. It's the hassle that you have to go down to 7-Eleven and pay through the kiosk and put in your number. And it's,
reference number.
Yeah, the reference number. That gets frustrating. And, but it's just one of those things, you just got it out. But I do want her to get one. I was pushing for it, and I saw they said, no, it's 15 days. But God bless you. You got yours in 3. So that's great. Okay, road to the Philippines. Hey, Paul and May, love your channel. I don't get much time to watch many people's channels, so it's nice when I can catch a live stream. I plan to visit this January. Would love for the two of you to meet my Filipina and me. Well, we would love to meet you. Yeah. Thank you very much for the sticker. Yeah, we've been meeting people left and right in Dumaguete. And absolutely, we'll get together and have a proverbial cup of coffee with you and your wife. Weed is legal here. Yeah. Yeah. Well, his girlfriend is coming over again next month to Australia. Then we will travel back to Dumaguete, and I hope we'll take you two out for dinner sometime. Great channel. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go to dinner with you.
Man.
Love to. Yeah, wow, to weed. Little weed lovers here. It's one of those things, I tried smoking pot like 4 or 5 times. I hated it. Time was weirded out, and I kept hearing sounds that weren't there. I didn't like the altered reality of it. So, and people have told me, oh, it's the best, it's the best, it's the best, and I kept, well, not for me. Just one of those things never set in. But God bless you. I'm all for everybody doing what they want to do. The most secure banking system is Singapore. Oh yeah, that's true. I have heard that.
Singapore.
Yeah, very good banking system there. In fact, a number of guys I know that work out of China do all their banking and money transfers and all that, and their accounting in Singapore. So yeah, I'm dying to go there because I just want to see it. Ultra modern, ultra expensive. Be one of those off the hook kind of places to go to. Can't afford to stay there more than 2 days, but go, and see it on my bucket list. Sammy's been busy.
Yeah, Samantha.
It's true you don't have to be vaccinated. As far as I understand, you have to be vaccinated. but I don't. You know what? I don't know. Jennifer Terry might be able to help them. You might just have to do a quarantine. I've also heard of unvaccinated people squeaking in through Cebu because the mayor there is very not anti-vaccine, but she's just like, knock it off. Let's let these people in. But what was interesting, now that you bring up the vaccine, is we were never once asked about a vaccination card.
Only here in Thailand.
Did they ask you?
Yeah.
Where?
In exit.
Really?
Yeah, from the airplane and then exit.
They didn't ask me.
Oh, you not is ask you?
Mm-mm.
She asked me.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
to check for the
I just finding out with
vaccine
you guys, but when I've never had
Thailand
any.
airport.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
Thailand
Okay.
airport.
Didn't ask me. Did you show them mine or just yours?
Both.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. So, all right. I guess they wanted to see it here. Unique condo. Malaysia. Yeah, I'm interested in going to Malaysia. I've heard that it's got a very diverse culture set there. A lot of different foods, international, just sounds like a cool place to go check out. You're lucky. Well, ticket back to the state was $1,900 one way. Yeah, what did I pay? I paid about that round trip when I went 6 months ago. I think that's what it was. It was a lot. Hello, baby man. I'm currently in Kansas City, Missouri. Enjoy Thailand. Well, thank you very much,
Thank
Troy.
you,
We
Troy.
appreciate it. Okay. Sammy's getting a lot of action here. So's Buddy. Sammy, this is like the Sammy and Buddy show. See?
Yeah.
We're happy to help.
So this Singapore.
To that incredible airport, huh? Yeah. Yeah, who else has got a great airport is South Korea. Just an unbelievable place. Yeah. We might stay at the hotel that's attached, if there is a hotel that's attached to the airport, just to make life simple, I just want May to see like a real 5-star kind of operation. I'd like to see one myself. We'll have to check prices and set aside the budget for that. But I don't think we could do more than a couple of days, to be honest with you. Hey, good for you. Coming out finally.
Yeah.
Sammy. Okay, Sammy and Sammy's busy. Weed is cheaper than the grog now. Here? I don't even know. I honestly don't know. And I don't drink alcohol, except occasionally I have a beer. I swore I was going to have what was I going to have? A Bloody Mary when I got done with the trip. Didn't appeal to me at all. Didn't have one. All I wanted to do was eat. Yes, we are. And it's the unity.
Yeah, unity.
The unity in Patong. And we recommend it.
Unity.
We're very happy with it. My flight to Thailand is only $540. Where are you coming from? From the West Coast.
Yes.
Good deal. Is it direct? Wait until you see the cleanliness of Singapore. You will not believe it. Yeah, that would be cool. I'll bet it's clean. People in Thailand mistake baby. Absolutely. Everybody thinks she's Thai. So it's almost 2:00. We're going to have to get going here. So I'm going to blast through this, guys. Once again, this is where I lose all my subscribers. I don't get to your comments.
Please don't
So
unsubscribe.
what's the over under? I say 10. I'm going to say 10 people unsubscribe from this. I don't know what the under over is going to be. Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
November 6th, when the prices start dropping, about 1,500. You got to have private conversations, which is fine. Flying into BKK. Sacramento, wishing you family best for the years to come. Thank you so much. Yeah, hello, road to the Philippines. So true. Singapore will have her jaw dropping, and the best example of an Asian country from nothing. Being the number one per capita effective economy in the world. I'm dying to see it too. So maybe it's dangerous taking her over there. She'll want to move. Oh, you flew into Saigon. Yeah. So anyway, if anyone been to a country longer, they'll notice the shortcomings. That's true. That is very true. There are going to be your frustration roadblocks here, as I know they're coming. We're in the Philippines, that's for sure. But to what degree? I honestly think the biggest block here is the language. Nice to see you guys. Happy you made you enjoy yourselves. I'm in Vietnam and loving it. Good on you, man. I was in Trang a couple of years ago. Paul, you can get a retirement visa with $800,000 in the bank. Baby Mae get self-defense for a year visa for about $35K cost. Okay. I know there's ways to do it. How is John doing? John's doing good. Probably in 2 or 3 months, I'll do a live stream with John as a guest, so he can tell you in his own words. I'm trying to let John kind of slow down, settle down on the back burner and get the channel back to normal, whatever that is. Yeah, I think I already know that Vietnam is not my cup of tea, even though it's a very nice place. It's just not my cup of tea. Indonesia, same thing. Nice. It's okay. I'll take May there in a minute. No reason not to. I'll take her to both places just to say we did it. But not my cup of tea for long term. Again, in Vietnam, it was the language and I don't know, just a vibe because it's a communist country and it just didn't feel comfortable. And there's somebody at the door. If you want to go answer that, May, I don't know who it is. Currently in Saigon, but I'm headed there for a few days. My budget is a couple $100,000.
Hello.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
We're doing a live stream. You want to come on? Here comes Gary now.
This is security.
Say hi, Gary.
Paul, your check bounced. We want cash, okay?
Yeah.
Now we need cash.
There goes the live stream. We just went right down the shitter.
Exactly. I had to get the receptionist to open up the door. Each floor is security. My key from floor 5.
Why are you talking like that? You're not. These are English-speaking people. So
do you speak English? You understand sign language? That means 3, okay? That's 2. What do you think 1 is? Huh? Never mind. Crazy people. Why can't you be sane like me, you know?
We're going to do an interview with Gary.
Yeah.
We'll get the real rundown.
I'll give you the exact numbers, not this. Well, I think maybe it was about, give or take, 3,000 up or down. It was in peso. Everybody knows the peso to the U.S. dollar, right? Automatically.
I'm reading a comment. Will you stop it? Going to Thailand
sorry.
with my new bride January 6th, flying out of Bohol from Manila to Phuket. Thanks for all the info. Really helps you.
Yeah, see? Paul helps people. He really does.
And Buddy's living on $800 a month up in Chiang Mai.
Yeah, he's living in a lean-to.
No, he's not.
Corrugated roof made out of tin.
I live like a local. I own 1 acre in Oklahoma, and there are chickens everywhere. No chickens here.
Yeah, well, they sell automatic weapons there too, so I'd take care of the chickens.
If you want to live on $500 a month in the Philippines, of course it can be done. I don't think you're going to result, all the conditions you have to live in. Yeah, there's no conditions.
Where do people get that? What, $500?
Well, that's from 10 years ago. When
You're lucky to buy a pair of
used
shoes for
to do
$500.
that. May Filipino vlog. May. Why the question mark?
What's the question?
Check the weather. A storm hitting in Vietnam and Thailand. Well, it's been raining and then it's cleared up.
It's
not cheap, just frugal. Thank you very much.
Oh, this is brutal on the floor. My God.
Well, we had to move here to plug in the computer.
I'm out of breath just trying to sit down.
Standing by while I roll up a joint and off to my side chick's house. Well, here you go, you red-pilled son of a gun. It's still monsoon season here. All right. Yeah, come on, guys. Hit the like button. All right. It's tradition. It's the only thing we try to do here.
I like this place. Oh, she got ramen noodles.
Yeah.
And bread. And snacks. You guys got snacks?
No, 500 will not go far.
Won't do anything.
Thank you. Yeah, it was 30 pounds. So we're going to see. I think I'm going to gain 5 or 6 pounds on this trip. Though.
Chubby checker. I lost 20. I know that doesn't count because he bested me by 10. Just saying. I get 20.
Yeah, drugs and the Philippines do not mix. If you get caught with weed, meth, anything, you're looking at a long time, uncomfortable.
Even Russia, how about that basketball chick? WBA, it stands for Women's Basketball Association, in case you're wondering, anybody. She had like a nicotine tube or something, smoke. That's illegal. They put her in jail. Now all the Americans, the woke community is,
well, if you're just joining us, welcome back to CNN.
I mean, what do you expect?
Good morning.
She's a basketball
Hello, Paul
star.
and Baby Mae.
How many viewers do they get? Well, they don't make as much money.
There she is. Here's my Canadian buddy.
I was talking. They don't make as much money as men's sports. That's because nobody watches them. Did you ever hear of anybody getting COVID in women's sports?
To the Philippines yet?
No.
I saw tons of Russians in Vietnam.
You know why? Because they only play in front of about 500 people all season.
Be prepared.
That's why they don't make as much money.
Insurance continue to rise
What's this?
worldwide. Take advantage of the exchange rate and stock up while you can. Well, that's what we've been doing.
It's what you've been talking about for an hour. Moving money back and forth.
Back and forth.
You are handsome.
Yes, I am.
He is such a handsome man. Texas. It's hot in Texas.
Yeah, the temples are beautiful.
They're amazing.
Don't rely on the exchange rate being high forever. That's a fact.
Well, we already covered that.
When the Russian war ends and investors start pulling, here we go. Anyway, so yeah, get it while you can. What goes up will go down. There's the Buddy show.
He comments a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Buddy.
Buddy's a good guy.
He is a good guy. I like his comments. He's not
in order to
snooty,
experience the life you deserve, to where you're appreciated and not just tolerated. Sage advice.
Am I going to be famous now that I'm on the Old Dog channel?
You were famous way before me.
Huh?
Scoop Air has flights to Singapore for $71 one way. I was looking at them for a throwaway. Not bad.
Well, why don't you just go on the throwaway apps and get one for 10?
Because I actually want to get on a plane.
He said he wanted a throwaway ticket.
It doesn't work that way. Now you're confused.
No, everybody knows more than me about traveling. I've been to over 25 countries, but what do I know? Nothing. That's what my mother used to tell me. Did I ever tell you about my childhood? Well, I got some stories. Her name was Gertrude, my mother.
All right,
she carried a hand grenade.
We'll see you when you get to Dumaguete.
Who?
Never mind.
I'm not going there. Ever. You have to worry about me.
Paris, France is in the house. Cool.
I like Paris. I've been thinking about going back. It's expensive and dangerous.
Paul, you guys are awesome. Love your laid back style. Mark is a nice guy, but he puts me to sleep like a boring commercial voice. Baby Mae is a flower. I wish you health and happiness. Well, thank you very much, Captain Hollow Balls.
Yeah, we love you. Send 10 more.
Let's see. The American Vagabond Abroad. Great idea to enjoy Bangkok in small doses. Phuket, cigar, Chiang Mai in a few days. Good on you. Hey, Biff.
Biff, I remember him.
Biff's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's the smartest guy I know. How's
That
my
hurt,
tongue?
okay? That right to the heart.
As you can see,
After all I've
this is
done for
going
you.
downhill fast. We're losing viewers left and right. You replaced May.
Hi.
May's loving Phuket.
She is. Very happy for her. Very happy for her.
Yeah, the offload army. That's a good way of putting it. That was a shit show. Oh, you're talking about Singapore. All right, so I'm going to blast through some of these.
All right, well, I think I'm going to go.
CFO started out as a deal for OFW, but okay, this is what I want to know. CFO started out as a deal for OFW, but since they've expanded it, problem is like the rest of the offload is totally dependent on the agent you get. My ex was told in Cebu, every Filipina needs it.
Yeah.
See, that was not true. So
Not true.
you're absolutely right. It's
Oh,
whoever you get at the immigration desk. One's going to insist on this. The people that May got were totally fixated on her income. Other guys, they're fixated on the relationship. Other ones, they're fixated on, well, what you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
The
I hear it's the same type of instance here in Thailand immigration. You know, Frank, that owns the Rock restaurant. He was telling me that there's one agent that he looks at your paperwork when you want to renew your visa. He goes, "No, you got to leave the country." He's just an a-hole. That's here, yeah. Phuket town, yeah. He thinks he only wants to deal with people who go through an agency. You know, they pay money. Maybe he gets, I'm not accusing him of anything, but maybe he gets a little, taste.
Thailand's up.
Thailand, what happened?
I'm answering a comment while you ramble on about who knows.
I'm giving out useful information. I'm a helper. I'm a giver. I like to give. I like to give you one of these. I want to read comments about me.
Yep, she is. She is driving a scooter now, all by herself.
I wish I caught this earlier.
Oh yeah, happy for you both.
Well, go back.
No, we're not going to go to PP Island. No, we're not going to snorkel. I've been there, done that. I need to plan my trip. Did you buy COVID insurance? I bought medical insurance, but I bought it through an agency and I bought it for May, just as another bullet. I'm not a big insurance believer.
This is really
no. Tomorrow is the medical screening.
Quit interrupting. This really isn't the time of year to do some of those tours because you don't know if it's going to rain, or in storm. You hate to get out on a boat in PP Island or whatever. So it's best to kind of stick around town. More places to hide.
They do have marijuana here.
You've answered that about 13 times.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people are weed smokers. And they don't realize they've already asked the question because they're high right now.
Well, what I do, not that you have to follow my advice, God forbid, but you start from the very beginning. Even if you're joining late, you start from the beginning. Does that make sense?
Well, that's what she did. I told her, I said it would be funny if you would answer in Tagalog. And so she did that yesterday at one of the restaurants. And it was just deer in the headlights from the little Thai girl.
Did you show them the view?
No, because the lights were on. It blurs out.
It's always an excuse.
Finally got my ticket reopened after 5 months of planning to see my fiance in November.
Sit down here.
Good.
Jesus. This is brutal.
John Johnson says Phuket is boring.
Why? Give us some statistics. Why? Give us some reasons you find it boring. What was his name?
No, don't worry about him.
Johnny? Is that what your parents called you? Johnny. Come here, Johnny. Whip his ass. Oh my God.
Thai food is awesome.
I can't do this.
Hey, come on with the likes already.
Well, does that do anything?
Just Trikes. Just Trikes gets old. You cannot go very far. It's slow. So renting a car might be a better way for you to go. The trike guys, the guys that ride the trikes, they are very limited and they're unhappy, and they're usually the ones that bail out after a while. I met one guy, he just went back to Cebu because Dumaguete does not have Grab. Cebu does. And so he wanted to go around and taxi some cars. He didn't want to buy one. He didn't want to drive one. So the other option would be to, if you can afford to buy a car and then hire a driver. But the trikes are just brutal. I rode in a trike the first week I was there. I couldn't wait to get a scooter of my own.
Okay, I'm leaving.
All right, thank God. Back to work.
I can't get up.
Yeah, I think that's where we're going to be going. With
I'm gonna go get something to eat. Not that you care. Bye, baby. Nobody cares. Yeah, enough of me. You've had your fun with me. Showing you around.
That was Gary.
Get out. We don't need you anymore.
Bye-bye.
I'll see you guys later.
See you, Gary. Well, I can't extend till December. We've got the round trip and it's booked and paid for. So I don't think that's doable. But next time. All right, you want to join me again, Mae? Well, tomorrow I'm going to get on my second mandatory exit for the Philippines. Yeah. Every 3 years you got to bail out. So actually it's pretty easy. You can just bail out for 24 hours and then come right back. And that renews you. What's up, honey?
Coffee.
Oh, I know. We'll demonstrate how to live a simple, fun, fulfilling life. To Japan, I'll meet you both. I would love Japan. Japan's one of those places I've always loved. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the elephant thing. Mae's really looking forward to it. See, I didn't like Bali. I thought it was too touristy, but that's just me. Yeah, it really is. Everything gets old. 21 LDR, 12 months. Be over in November. Good on you. Gaylord was here, but he fell off the chair. Yeah, if you're an English speaker, by far, that is an advantage. It's kind of, the health insight. I believe it is. I think the quality care is better, although there are good doctors in the Philippines. You just have to know where to go. Mark Thornton was telling me that he found a really good cardiologist and a really good general practitioner. So at Siloam. So I've always gotten a holy child because I've never been that sick. I've just had cold and flu stuffy nose, sinusitis, needed an antibiotic and got it. Mae went to Holy Child when she broke out in a rash. She got excellent service there. But here in Thailand, it's just more state of the art as far as the equipment, the hygiene. It's pretty rough looking when you go in the Philippines in the hospital. People in the hallways, and it's just not that clean. Where Thailand, well, I'll video it. In fact, I'll do a comparison video. I've never taken my camera into the hospitals in Philippines, now that I think about it. So what I should do is just film the hallway and what it looks like. I don't know if anybody's ever done that before. And then like I said, we're going to do our best to film here. So, Pina, wish you both. Okay, thanks, Sam. And remind me, Mae, to put my contact information in the description.
Okay.
Because we're going longer than I thought. So let's see here. How long on a visa? I've yet to figure that out. I think we're good for the first 45 days, just as is. But we're only staying 3 weeks. So I'm going to run through these. Ask you please not ride the elephants and torture these men just to get his train. It's heartbreaking. Tom's wife. You know what, Tom? I'm actually in agreement with you. I don't like the idea of exploiting animals either, but we'll see how that goes. I think she wants to ride it. And she doesn't weigh anything, so she won't hurt it. I can't recommend a COVID or health insurance because I just went to an agency and it didn't seem to matter. It just gave me 3 different quotes. And I just bought the middle one. And if you just go online and look, because I don't even know who the insurance company is, to be honest with you. I just wanted it so that we had it in our package. And I don't even know the name of the company. I don't even know what it covers, to be honest with you. I just wanted it just as part of the arsenal. So I would go online and do research. That's what I did when I was in America and I had to come back. I had to have insurance. Yeah, 45 days plus a 30-day extension, which we won't even get close to. We're having fun. Well, I used to live here, and my friends are here. Gary, that just burst into the front door and went psycho. And then my friend AJ's here, and I have Thai friends that I'm going to try to connect with next month after we get some stuff out of the way, and meet them for lunch somewhere, and hopefully do an interview with them. And just it's like coming back home, you know. I mean, I'm familiar with Phuket. I lived here for over a year, and Gary lived here back in the day for 3 or 4 years. He actually opened up a what do you call it? Boarding house. What'd you say?
COVID.
COVID.
Quarantine.
Quarantine. No. Yeah, Malaysia's definitely on the radar. With my wife from Manila, Mr. to be with the number. Okay, we're going to visit Duma in 2 months and see all you guys. No worries, brother. Come on out. We'll be there. Oh, thank you very much, NK Los Angeles. Appreciate the super sticker. How different is the visa problem from the Philippines and Thailand? For me, the visa is much simpler in the Philippines and less expensive and longer to a degree. Yeah, it is. It is. Philippines wins on the visa. Paul, like my channel, I just try. I only upload so far 1 hour to load, and I don't know how to get it done. I'm sorry that's happening to you, Willie. Keep at it. Took me a lot longer in the beginning. Still paying rent on Valencia House. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Okay. Buddy's saying it's easy to get a visa here. And I'm saying it's easy to get a visa in the Philippines, but to me, it's less expensive in the Philippines from what information I have so far. Did your ticket online? Which site, please? I'm trying to plan my trip to Phuket. I used, I went straight to, well, I looked on like Orbitz and booking.com and all that happy stuff for prices and times and all that. And then I went into, I wanted to stay on one airline, coming and going. Because if I fly out of Dumaguete to Manila on, say, Air Asia, and then from there to Bangkok on Philippines Airlines, here's the problem. If Air Asia is late or canceled, and I don't make the trip to Manila and catch that flight, I'm out of luck. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to take one airline from Dumaguete to Manila, to Bangkok, and then back. In between didn't matter. When we're here, like flying from Phuket to Bangkok, I just took Viet Air. Didn't matter. And then I'll do the same thing. We'll come back to Bangkok, maybe a day early, get a hotel room because we're leaving at 1 a.m. So it's going to be a weird trip back home. But that's in the future, and I'll worry about it then. So I went to the Philippine Airlines brick and mortar building here. There in Dumaguete, and talked to a woman. And I said, these are the approximate dates I want to go. Can you show me, how I can get in time? I can get from Duma to Manila, from Manila to Bangkok, and have enough time in Manila, because I know it's going to take a while. I wanted 5 hours, and that's exactly what we got. We got 5 hours to jack around in Manila, and an hour and a half of it was taken up with immigration, and then another hour is taken up going through security checkpoints and taking off your shoes and putting your shoes back on, and screen here and screen there. And then we had maybe a total of an hour and a half, really.
Yeah.
By the time we got done fooling around, and we just got a meal, a really lousy meal, and then we cooled our heels for 30 minutes and got on the plane. So I used Philippine Airlines, and then I went on the Philippine Airlines direct website. I did not use booking.com or anything like that. I wanted to book directly through the airline, because if there's a problem with one flight and it affects the second flight, you have recourse, where you don't if you're using multiple airlines. I also want the shortest route possible. I will pay extra to get there quicker than flying, say, from Manila to Hong Kong or wherever else, and it takes 19 hours to get there. It's not my cup of tea. It's usually a lot cheaper that way. I'll pay the freight to get to a direct flight, which is 3 hours, 3 hours and 10 minutes from Manila to Bangkok. Boom. I want to get there. There's enough time already in the airport. And we were both worn out. We had still, with those shorter flights, we were still up for 24 hours because of the time in the airports. All the time in Manila, all the time you got to get to the airport early, check in. You never know if it's going to be crowded. You don't know if there's going to be a hang up in security. One of the terminals, not on our day, the power went out, and people were, missing flights left and right. So traveling is not fun, and airports not fun, and airlines are not fun. Hotels are fun. This is fun. Yeah. But the traveling part is not. So I try to make it as easy as possible. And I'm just too old. My back hurts too bad to sit on these friggin' chairs for hours on end. I know that's a long-winded answer, but that's how I did it. I went to the airline's website and booked directly through them. And I didn't, maybe I paid more, maybe I paid less. I don't know. It was within my budget, so I was happy with it. I wanted the shortest route possible. I actually, like I said, I went into the brick and mortar Philippines Airlines. They couldn't book me there. She couldn't do it. She had to have cash, and I wanted to use a credit card. So we didn't do it through her. But I got her to write down the flight numbers so that when I got on their website, which is jerky at best, they don't have a very user-friendly website to begin with. I kept putting in my dates, and it kept changing it. Every time I went to depart, it would take, I think it was the 20th, and then I would go to return, and I would put my return date, and the 20th would change to the 28th. That must have happened 7 or 8 times till it finally just stuck on the 20th and stuff like that. So anyway, I hope that answers your question. I bought it online. I did go directly to the airline. And from what I understand, that is the smartest. A lot of professional travelers, if you will, book directly through the airline itself on their website. I think it gets you the best pricing, and I think it gives you the options. Plus, we chose our seats and all that kind of stuff. Okay, cool. So, buddy's on here. Yeah, absolutely. So I want to come through and make sure that we get this. Wasn't impressed with Singapore. Well, we want to go. We want to check it out. We want to see it. Say we did it. Oh, well, we'll see you when you get here. Got lunch soon. Yeah, in fact, we're going to have to go to lunch. It's 2:00.
Yeah.
So I think our day has pretty much been taken up by this. We started this, good Lord, 2.5 hours. So I'm going to end it up, guys. I know this is the live stream is always where I lose subscribers because I never make it to the comment. I hear John is that maybe you can help him out. Just kidding. Yeah. John was in Thailand. Can you imagine that? What do you do around here? Thank you very much, guys, for joining in. Remember, all we ask for is a thumbs up. I am going to blast out of here. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to try to hit these for about 5 minutes here, just to say we tried. Thank you for all the greetings. Thank you for watching. No, we came here to get out of town and to do medical. And yeah, I could have gotten the blood deal done there. But there's other medical stuff that I want to investigate over here that they don't do in Dumageddon. And I just trust the equipment over here better also. But what Mark did was just perfectly fine. And they got him on, which I figured, a diuretic. Because he wasn't getting fat. He was getting puffy from fluid retention. And I could tell that by looking at him, but I'm not a doctor. So I'm glad he finally got into one. And he's on the mend, which is good to see. Thank you, guys. Thanks for all your nice comments. We had almost no trolls on this, which is awesome. I'm not answering too many questions. I'm just trying to put the comments up to let you know. I'm not ignoring you, but I am behind. And I do have to go. It's 2:00, and I'm actually getting hungry. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Don't you all be American? You're 5 years. I don't know. I got to look into that. It might be. So, it's just a pain in the ass, is what I know. It seems you're not looking at my chat. I tried to just follow the rules. I'm not sure what that means, Willie. I tried not to skip anybody. And I say marriage is not about commitment. Make sure you buy at the right time. Yeah, I have a feeling the housing market's gonna. Oh yeah, we're getting back to the housing deal. I'm keeping an eye on that. I heard that in February the foreclosures are going to start hitting. I pray they don't, because it's painful. I've been through it, and I don't want anybody out there that owns a home to get hurt. You've been through enough already, with COVID and quarantines and mandates and all the other hoopla. So I hope it doesn't happen, but if it does, I am keeping an eye on it. And if I can pick up a little place over there for, a bargain price, it might be something for me to look at for the future. Thank you very much, guys. Let's see, looking for a place. I have a 10-acre lot on a lake in Tennessee for sale. Actually, I was looking at Little Rock, Arkansas. That's the one place where the prices aren't fluctuating. But I heard it's a nice little town. Yeah, if it was that easy, we would. We'll catch you guys next time. Yeah, we're gonna have to go to lunch too, kids. Boy, we got a lot of comments we did not hit.
Yeah.
I apologize to everybody. I really do. There's for once for Baby Mae smoothies. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Sam.
Sam John.
And she did have a strawberry smoothie, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, you had one yesterday, right?
Yeah.
How was it?
It's good tasty.
What's your favorite food so far? You had the noodles, you had
Tuna
Tuna.
salmon.
the tuna and the
Yeah.
salmon.
Yeah.
All right.
And then turkey. Remember?
I think you had turkey,
in
baby.
Bangkok. In Bangkok.
In Bangkok.
Yeah.
That was chicken.
Turkey with noodles.
Oh, turkey noodle soup.
Yeah.
We are way behind in comments, guys. I apologize. But I started off with a big long speech, you know. You should visit Malaysia. There are 3 major cultures. The food is great. They speak English. It's way cheaper than Singapore. Yeah, that's on our list. But I still want to do Singapore just because I want to do it. I just want to say I've been there. Like I said, it would be a weekend. But I would spend a couple, 3 weeks like we're doing now in Malaysia. I would do a month maybe, see how it goes. Let's see. Well, thank God, John, he's back. Thank you very much for the sticker, Terry. We appreciate you. Let's see. Then get your passport and finances in order and experience the life you deserve. Go where you're appreciated, not just tolerated. Let's see. The secret is BS. Thinking about somebody doesn't make it happen. Let's see. Many people go to Pattaya and Bangkok. Yes, they do. Now, I'm just not into the THC. And I don't think May would like it. May doesn't like to drink or any of that kind of
No,
stuff.
I don't like drink.
So she wouldn't want to do any drugs. What is the name of the province of the Philippines where they speak? What's that? Chibacano?
Chibacano?
Yeah, what province is that,
I
baby?
don't know where
Is that
Chibacano.
Mindanao?
I think Iloilo.
You think Iloilo?
I think so. Iloilo.
I think it's Mindanao.
Mindanao?
I think it's southern Mindanao. But apparently we don't know. We're taking stabs at it. Let's see. God, Lord, all these comments. Your guest is unnecessary. Well, he wasn't invited. This guy is almost as noxious as Dean. Baby Mae, please come back.
I get the coffee.
Hope your pension's not getting too comfy with the strong U.S. dollar. It's going to course emergency market currencies to inflation. Okay. Thank you, Dean Witter. Paul's version of Sunshine Shoulders, Old John.
Oh.
I don't know what that means, but anyway. Mortimer Duke, you are unnecessary. Is Mortimer being mean to me? Go back to your room, troll. Last Friday, we came to the Philippines 3 days. I never had an onward throwaway ticket. No problem. I've been asked every time. What part of the Philippines would you recommend for the first-time visitors? Either Cebu or Dumaguete.
Dumaguete.
I think Dumaguete is a good
Yeah.
spot.
Dumaguete is not traffic.
Almost.
Yeah.
He has these moments. Good night. It's past our bedtime too.
Yeah. Good night, Gerald.
This guy has a loud mouth. I want May. Well, there you go, Gary.
But God is super kind.
No, wait. Don't go, Gary.
Come back again, Gary.
Really good news. He's leaving. How long will you be in Thailand? 3 weeks. Well, that was all a big show, by the way, in case you didn't pick up on it. And call security.
Yeah. It's so funny, Cocomin.
Well, you look distinguished in white hair, stash, and beard. Colonel Sanders look. Yep, I've been hearing that a lot.
Yeah, thank you, Belly.
Everybody's been calling me Colonel Sanders lately. Oh, I hope to see you guys. I really do. Super sticker. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you, Baby Mae.
Oh, thank you for watching.
Promise. Thank you again. And we're about at the end here. So let's do the last one. Hey guys, go to lunch.
The lunch. Yeah, thank you.
We will.
For watching.
It's time to go. I hope you hit the like button.
Yeah.
That's all we ever ask for. So we're going to end it. We're going to go eat some lunch. Thanks for joining us. We were here for 2.5 hours. We were going to do 1 hour, but you know how it goes.
Yeah.
All right, kids. See you later.
Bye, guys.